So let's talk about a bit of a challenge that has occurred in my life, just to give you an example of how growth kind of brings us to where we are, and how sometimes we have to go through these very difficult challenges to learn more about who we are and to find the strength within to be who we're supposed to be. One of my challenges, one of my many challenges, we all have them, was right before I started middle school. It was about 5th grade. As you all, I'm sure, know, because we all go through our version of puberty, y'all. Whether you're a man or woman, no matter who you are, we go through versions. Puberty is a very difficult age because you have enough on you, you're changing, you don't know who you are, you're feeling all these body things happen, and you're seeing things, and you're just feeling peer pressure. It's just such a difficult age going into middle school. To me, one of the hardest in transitioning. So during that time, I had the regular pressures of puberty occurring. Do I fit in? I look funny, whatever. In addition to that, I had this random thing start to happen right at that age. And to this day, we don't know exactly what it was, but I lived it. So out of nowhere, my hair started falling out right here in the crown, right at the top here. And I mean in large globs, where I actually had bald spots up here at the top of my head. Now, I still had to go to school, y'all. I couldn't just stay home and say, I don't want to go to school because I'm embarrassed. I had to go to school. I had to deal with the bullying, and I was bullied incessantly, y'all. Now, it's hard enough going through puberty, but then you add on top of that this awful thing of feeling so bad about yourself and, constantly being reminded of it. It was ugly. I was bullied so incessantly. I cried continuously. I felt like a piece of crap continuously. There were stories around the school about all the things that I had done and how I looked, and my hair looked like a Brillo pad, and you wouldn't believe there were so many cruel things said. Now, during that time, I went through years and years of suffering, and this did not end until about 9th grade, going into high school. I had this pretty much the whole time and went through quite a bit. It was brutal. I had no self-esteem, none. I felt horrible about myself. There was nothing that could be done. My mom lovingly took me to every doctor she could think of, from nutritionist to specialist. Nobody could figure it out. Some would say, oh, it's just hormones, it'll go away. Some said it's a vitamin deficiency, it's the alopecia, it's this, it's that. Ended up, who knows what it was. It was there, and then it left. But during that time, it created such a scar in my body, in my system, in my energy, that it scarred me for a long time. It made me feel unworthy. It made me feel ugly. It made me feel not good enough for a very long time. And I'm going to show you a picture. Now, this is a very difficult picture for me to show, but it gets the point across, okay? So this is a picture that shows everything. Now, there's going to be a glare on this because I have it laminated, but you'll notice there's a picture online on the site, so you can see it up close and look at it a little bit more later. But hopefully you can see the gist. I mean, first off, I'm showing my age a little bit so you can see the 70s into 80s clothing here I've got on. Now, if you look at the hair right here at the top, there's a hump, and then there's like a scoop here. Well, that's where the bald spot was, y'all. Now, it's fair to say she's having a really bad hair day, right? Not pretty. It was rough. So that poor child really suffered. And that suffering continued for a very long time until I learned that that kind of growth comes with a price, right? The price feeling bad about myself at the time. But if I had not gone through this, I wouldn't be the confident person I am today, because it helped me want to do better and be better and find a way to fight past that pain because it was too much. So no, there is always hope, y'all. Always hope. And we'll talk in a moment about how you can move past that and get to know yourself better.